Apparently, there is a big recall about the air conditioning compressor of some new e-Power cars. So we have over here 2023 Nissan Note e-Power and 2022 Nissan Kicks e-Power. These two vehicles use exactly the very same air conditioning compressor. What is going on with the AC compressor? Let's open it up. At the same time, by the way, we have my good friend Harry Paul. He's one of our students. He's going to help me open one. I'm going to open up the second one. So stay put. So we already have done a video, open up the air conditioning compressor for the Nissan e-Power car, but two more and the very same problem. I'm first doing a visual inspection, and apparently I'm not seeing any main contaminations in the high pressure side. Do you see any contamination in the high pressure side?
No.
Apparently looking good. So the first thing we're going to open is the back compartment. Go ahead. 2023 Nissan Note e-Power. All right. So here it is. I'm taking out the scroll compressor and let's see. Surprise, surprise. Absolutely impeccable condition. So the compressor looks in pretty good shape actually. I don't see any scratches. Hey, so far so good. So the main motor. Yes, that's the counterweight. Let me see the main bearing. The main bearing apparently looks in good condition. The motor, so far so good. What about the bearing? What about this central bearing here? So far so good. This bearing making a little noise. And finally, so here we got the main central bearing.
Yeah, weak.
We got the same problem again, okay? It's not making such a noise, but look, can you see how it's stopping? Here's what's happening. Apparently, this central bearing of the AC compressor of the new e-Power cars, okay, it's confirmed. That one, give it. He's not eating fish, you know. Don't worry, I'll help you. Don't worry, give me a chance. So what's happening over here is that the central bearing begins to suffer, and because this is the bearing of the main rotor of the electric motor, it causes a resistance. The inverter controller or the motor controller right here in the back, it's very sensitive and detects the overcurrent. So therefore, it's going to trigger immediately a diagnostic trouble code. Now let's open up the other one. Okay, here we go. The very same problem. You won't believe it. The air conditioning compressor of these two different Nissan e-Power car, and you can see the compressor. This is the high pressure side. Look, impeccable, absolutely no problem. But the bearings are suffering exactly the same. Look, you can even hear.
Making a noise.
Let me put it close to the microphone. Let me see. It's confirmed. Air conditioning compressor recall of Nissan e-Power due to failure of the central bearing. Now hear this, don't get me wrong. This bearing, I think is replaceable. So if you just are managed to have the proper equipment to change this bearing, this compressor should be just as good as new. So if you're having problems, air conditioning compressor overcurrent in Nissan e-Power car, now you know the problem is 1, 2, 3 compressors that we have tested over here in the channel, and everything is confirmed. Central bearing. So if you want to know more, stick around for more tips. I'll see you then. Bye-bye. Don't forget to subscribe.